are now listening to On One Radio, the talk show podcast station, bringing you the current events and issues. All information and resources are based on the opinions of the host unless otherwise noted. This podcast may contain some quotations, images, and/or excerpts from copyright material. These uses fall well within the copyright doctrine of fair use. This is the News Report, and I am your host, Tony. Welcome to all my new listeners and all of my day ones. Welcome. This is your Let's Talk News Report. Now, as usual, 2020 has been a monster, and there's always something going on, and here's another story coming out of Louisiana. We have a doctor being charged in an alleged racially motivated attack on a Louisiana college student. Now, before I get into this story, now everyone is experiencing some stress, but as a professional, there are just lines you do not cross, and that's no matter what's going on now. So let's get into it. So the doctor's name is Shane-Mckinney. He's 54, and he's a pediatric emergency medicine doctor at Our Lady of Lake Children's Hospital. Now, he was arrested and charged with simple battery. Now, that's kind of the last thing we really want to hear about a pediatrician when the majority of the people out there have children who see a pediatrician. Well, he was arrested and charged with punching and verbally assaulting a Southern University student while she was walking near the LSU Lakes. And this was said by the authorities. Now, being at 54 years old and you have went to school all these years to become a doctor, you would think that he would not risk his career to do something like this, but allegedly he did, and he was charged with simple battery. Now, Ryan Cross, a spokesman for the hospital system, said that McKinney had been placed on unpaid leave pending an investigation. Now, of course, they gave a statement. We take the allegations placed against one of our physicians seriously and understand the gravity, the hospital system said in a statement. Now, a Baton Rouge police spokesman, Sergeant Lejean McNeely Jr., said the student, 22, a black woman who is on Southern University's track team, was walking along the lakes near the Louisiana State University campus on a Monday around 6:55 p.m. when a man punched her in the chest and verbally assaulted her. The suspect quickly ran away from the area after the incident occurred, McNeely said in a statement that was accompanied by an image of the suspect. Now, Southern University's athletic director, Roman Banks, stated that the school believes the incident was racially motivated. Southern is a historically black university. What do y'all think about this? How does this sort of thing make you feel about the character of people who have taken an oath to care for, not harm or hurt, but to care for, keep alive citizens? How do you feel about this? Leave me a comment, email, whatever the case may be, even if it's on social media. Let me know how you feel about that. Now, McNeely also stated that the student told police that her attacker hurled racial slurs at her, but the police did not have enough evidence to prove that the incident was racially motivated. Really? Now, the university's Deputy Athletic Director Trayvon Scott said in an interview that the school stands by its earlier statement based on the accounts of the student and a witness, both of whom was declined to identify, rightfully so. Now, McKinney was released on his own recognizance, and it is not clear whether he has an attorney, and of course he did not return a request for comment. I guess what can you say to something like that? How can you defend that? But it's happening. And as I stated before, with everything we have going on, this is one more thing that citizens of America do not need. There's enough pressure. There's enough racially motivated crimes going. And people are being more brazen, and they feel more comfortable showing how they truly feel racially. So it's not far-fetched that this even happened, or that it could happen again. There is so much going on with the racial equality, the abuse. I mean, when you have the police doing it, it's not far-fetched that a doctor would do it. It's just another professional who's being unprofessional in his downtime. Is this what our pediatricians are doing? It makes you think twice about who you choose as a doctor for your child. Now, this woman wasn't even a patient of this doctor. This was some random event that took place. It wasn't even in the office setting. So if this man is acting like this out of the white coat, who's to say just how comfortable he is in the white coat while he's being paid to render services? How does he act toward his black patients? Do they get the care that they need? Are they treated differently from any of his other patients? And it makes you wonder, how many times has this happened and it either was not reported or the police did not take it seriously, and we just don't know? Because if he's capable of doing it once, he's capable of doing it twice. So, I mean, this is an alleged incident that we're going to have to wait and let the courts battle it out to see where this leads. But it's a testament to how messed up the world is. I won't say has become, because it's always been there. Whether anyone wants to acknowledge it, admit it, or whatever the case may be, it's always been there. It's more in Front Street now. With all of technology, it's more Front Street. And not only that, people are sick of it. So if you are crossed, you're going to speak up and say something. You're going to acknowledge it publicly and say, hey, this happened to me and it is not okay. And that is okay to do that. So if this has happened to anyone else, please come forward so this won't hopefully happen to anyone else. And it just goes to show that even on or near a college campus, you also still have to be careful. Pay attention to your surroundings. Because you can never say what a person will not do. This doctor has proven that amongst all the other past stories. Now, this is just another story of a racial attack, which needs to stop because it's not right. It's not right. And to be honest, the police need to make an example out of this man so that no one else feels comfortable enough, feeling like they won't get in trouble. That they're just that privileged that they can just break the law and do what they want, and there won't be any consequences. Now, if you also know or have any other information on this story, let me know. Or come on the show and we can talk about it. You can email me on oneradiotalk@gmail.com. Place it to the attention of News Report and the title of this story, Doctor Charged in Louisiana. And we can definitely talk about it. The more verbal we are and the more this is a topic that we discuss, the closer we can actually get to making this sort of thing stop. So speak up, be heard, be vigilant, and pay attention to your surroundings, because this has been another story, and there will be another story after this, but that's what we want to stop. This sort of things happening. This is what we want to prevent. So let's be proactive and care for ourselves and each other. You have been listening to On One Radio, the talk show podcast station, bringing you the current events and issues. Thank you for taking the time to listen to my news report. I wish you the best and have a wonderful day and night.